aging, we want to do it gracefully, and sometimes you get lines and some signs of aging, and you want to know how to deal with it. So Sabrina Rinaldi, our Revlon beauty expert, is with us now to talk about it, as well as our lovely model, Sarah. And, you know, aging is a good thing for a lot of reasons.
Right. Yeah, we love getting older. We're confident. We all have amazing careers, amazing families, all those really, really great things. But then there's some not so good things about aging that we don't always love. And so Revlon's created a collection to address all of these things on the face.
Yes. Okay, so we are going to start with the forehead. When you start getting lines and wrinkles on the forehead, and you want everybody in the audience is like, you know, you want to start to think about how I can start dealing with this now.
The forehead, yes. So this is the Revlon Youth Effects collection.
Yeah.
And basically they create a primer for the forehead because it addresses those lines, those horizontal lines from expressing, smiling, and doing all those things over the years.
Yes.
And it comes with a great applicator brush, and you just get to apply it right on.
Oh, it's almost like a nail polish brush.
And you would think that you would go horizontal with the lines.
Yeah.
But you want to go vertical, so it really gets in there and fills it in.
Okay.
And then you just want to tap it, fill it in. I really like to use my hands because then you can really push it in to the forehead.
And
so now we're going to the next primer, which is my absolute must-have go-to every day for the face and for the neck.
Okay, so don't forget about the neck.
The neck, right?
It's very important that you give it the same care that you give your face.
Exactly, because remember, we now are all looking at our phones. I don't know if you know, but most of you know about that whole tech neck. We're all just looking down, and now we're all getting gobblers from looking at our phone.
I never even thought about it.
Have you ever looked at your phone?
Yes.
And it's in that selfie photo mode, and you see how ugly you look?
Yeah.
When that phone is it's the most horrifying thing.
This.
You're like, for the rest of my life, I only want people to see me from up here.
Right.
It's horrible.
Okay.
So it's tech neck.
Tech neck.
So we're going to address that.
Get rid of the tech neck,
with the nice little applicator, you just want to squeeze it out.
Okay.
And you can actually just apply it again vertically all along the neck.
And that's the same thing. So you've done your exfoliating, you've moisturized.
Absolutely.
And you're putting some of this good stuff on to deal with some of the lines that you might be getting on your neck and your face.
She has really, really great skin.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do this on half the face, just so that we can kind of see the difference between both sides.
Love it.
And so where I'm going to fill in now, and this is why this is my absolute go-to, is here across the nose and on the cheeks for the pores.
Okay.
And what's so great about that is it really fills in all those pores. I don't know if you're like me, but I have huge pores, oily skin, great Italian genetics that gave me skin pores that I need to fill in.
Right.
So I just like to push it in with my hands all the way along the chin and over the whole face.
So Sabrina, you're doing all of this as a precursor to putting on makeup.
Well, that's
this is all primer, and you want to do this before you put any of your foundation.
Well, it's been made to either be used all together, as we're doing today, or you can just use whichever ones that kind of suit your needs. And this is where we're going to now cover on top. And what's great about this is that as you age, we tend to sometimes have skin discoloration. You know, our years of being in the sun are catching up with us.
Right.
And so we just want to correct that redness in our skin. So this is a great foundation to correct skin coloring.
I'm totally seeing the before and after already.
Yes.
And you're not even finished applying everything. So this is the foundation.
Yes. And
it's a nice creamy, because you're saying hydration all the time.
It's creamy. I like to use my fingers because it really pushes it into the skin.
Yeah.
And now Sarah has been doing a really good job of putting the sunscreen on her face.
Yes.
And not on her body, so her body's nice and tan.
Yes.
I can't say that I don't do that myself. And
I'm just going to skip over to the last tip, which is the concealer. I imagine it's going to do the same job that we've been getting with everything else, which is filling in the lines, being used as a primer, and it's going to make your makeup sit better on your face, but it's also going to deal with those signs of aging, right?
Yeah, so the concealer, I love it. It has a little sponge tip applicator, and you can just look up for me. You just tap it under the eye. It's soft. And again, I like to go in with my finger, and I just tap it until it dries. What's great about it is you don't have to powder it. It will set, and last all day. And again, it has those little fancy diffusers that will bounce back the light, which is really great.
Be sensitive in that area of your face because the skin is very thin.
Yes.
Thank you so much for that.